Hi, I'm Stephen Budden. So people often get confused about what it means to heal because they want to stay in this story that they were wronged. And I like this idea that there's not really forgiveness. You just accept what happened so that you are able to heal. Healing does not change what happens. It just changes your relationship to it. And it doesn't mean you condone any behavior. You just find peace with that through your own story. Because in essence, you're not really reacting to an event, right? You're reacting to your story around the event. And that's very powerful. One of the most challenging things to heal around is sexual trauma. Because for one thing, you have to clear the somatic trauma from your body. And for another thing, you have to heal your trust in the masculine generally, which isn't always easy. However, there are people that do it, and the main practice is to sit and fully feel what you need to fully feel. A lot of us live our lives to not feel what we need to feel most. So I invite you to create a sit and feel practice where you sit and feel what you need to feel most. Like, how many nights do you need to cry halfway to consider yourself having processed this thing you went through? The answer is there is no answer. However, it's possible that if you sat and cried once completely, this would reframe the situation for you so that you'd be free. I often work with clients around this because I see they come right to the edge of feeling the thing they need to feel most, and then they kind of lean out. Go into the center of this thing you've been living around your whole life and feel it completely. That's all we can do. There's nothing else. Notice I'm making a heart shape here because the sensation is often around in here. I don't want you to live with this armor anymore. You don't want to live with this armor anymore. I invite you to let someone pierce you there again so that you can be free. That's every piece of healing that I've seen is a paradox. I would often have clients say, they'd go into some sort of vision and be like, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And you just have to say, let yourself die. Because your whole life is orchestrated around trying not to die. Once you let yourself die, once you give up that hope, you are free. You are free. So what's this thing you're trying not to do or trying not to be? If you want to try not to get into your situation again, you're already in the situation because your whole life's orchestrated around trying not to fall into this thing again. Instead, fall into the thing and feel the falling so that you're done with it. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. And this is liberating because we don't have to try to change anyone else. All your muscles are sore because you're trying to change them, and your mind's all tied up because you're trying to bring them on this journey, and you want them to regret doing what they did or apologize. Even when they do that, this is all not resolved in you. So you haven't given them permission to change. What if someone comes really repentant who molested you and said, I'm so sorry? Would you say, oh, good, thank you, now I'm free? No. And I've even worked with clients on both sides where people do say that, and it's just all the same stuff is still there because it's all the same story. You can start to change the story before this person comes and asks for forgiveness, and that's what we need to do. That's the healing of the whole world. Starts in this cosmos that is your reality. And I've more often than not seen when people do change their story, this person does come and apologize. Because they're called from a distant landscape through this energetic line of connection. They're part of this constellation now. They're a archetypal character in your story. If you shift a fundamental piece, like 10 or 20 or 100 people around you, they all feel that and they all hear that and they change their lives. And they start coming towards you, moving away from you, going towards someone else. They're forgiven. Like when people say sometimes they have ghost issues, they're thinking a ghost is haunting them. They're the ones haunting the ghost. It's like, what do you need to do to let go of this person? I let them go. They're still coming around. You open the closet and all the clothes are still hers, right? There's a giant chest next to the couch of all her belongings. let go at another level, and you won't have this haunting going on. Leave those ghosts alone, right? It's everything's a paradigm shift. I want you to reclaim your power so that you can heal things. Don't wait for others out there, because that's not going to happen. So thank you so much. I hope this helps.